on the field. The pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beaches is singing "Fight, Vols, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Last night on the channel, we broke down the defense for the 2022 season. One of the things we kept talking about was the defensive line, what Rodney Garner has been able to do on the recruiting trail, adding depth, building some talent on that defensive line. You know, he talks a lot about wanting to rotate 8 to 10 guys, keep guys fresh, be able to get after the quarterback. That's such a big part of this defense being able to have success. And when you look at what he's added, especially at the edge position, guys like James Pierce, Joshua Josephs in the class of 22, you go into the class of 23, been able to add 2 of the top 10 edge rushers in the country. No other school in the country can say that. But they've added Caleb Herring, Shandavion Bradley, tons of guys at the edge position. But I think we still need to continue to add some defensive linemen on the inside. You know, you can look at Trevor Duncan in the class of 23. He's a guy that a lot of people think will ultimately end up at offensive tackle. Others believe he is going to start on the defensive line and kind of go from there. You've also got Tyree Weathersby committed on the interior defensive line. But another guy just recently postponed his commitment. 4-star defensive lineman Daevin Hobbs was scheduled to commit on August the 1st. Now, if you go look at 24/7 Sports, all the crystal balls are coming in for North Carolina, but those are all pretty old. They're in the last, 4 to 6 weeks type of time frame. And this is a kid whose recruitment really started to take off this spring. A lot of offers starting to come in. He decided big decisions take time. He's going to hold off, and I think that is a good thing for the Vols. But we'll take a look at it. We'll see what he brings to the table. We'll see how Tennessee exactly got in the mix. But as always, do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Today is Tennessee's day for SEC Media Day. So we're going to be covering that tonight. Going to go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you'll come hang out. We'll share the press conference, the interviews. We'll kind of go through it, talk about it together. So I hope you will come hang out. But let's jump into this article from 24/7 Sports. Top 24/7 D lineman Vols target postponing planned decision date. This is written by Ryan Callahan. Again, I think the delay, pushing this thing off is definitely a good thing for Tennessee. The article says here, one of Tennessee's highly ranked defensive line targets who recently planned to announce his college decision soon now is planning to wait a little longer. 4-star class of 23 defensive lineman Daevin Hobbs of J.M. Robinson High School in Concord, North Carolina, posted Wednesday afternoon on his Twitter account. He's postponing my commitment date. 6'4", 262-pound Hobbs indicated earlier this month, that he was planning to reveal his commitment on August the 1st, but with a handful of teams still battling for him after Alabama, Michigan, and Tennessee extended scholarship offers to him last month, he now has decided to take some additional time before picking a school. Again, this is what he said, big decisions take time. I'll be postponing my commitment date. Now, when you look at 24/7 Sports, Hobbs, again, 4-star prospect, number 2 ranked player in the state of North Carolina, 21st ranked defensive lineman. Again, 6'4", 262 pounds, big-bodied kid. You go look at the scouting report on him. Verified size with multi-sport profile with productivity in football and basketball. Plays significant snaps on offense and defense, 80-plus inch wingspan. What I like about him when I watch his tape is watching what he does on offense, watching what he does at tight end. It shows off his athleticism. And again, we talked about his size. He's got the size. He's got the strength. I like seeing that athleticism, and that's what it goes on to talk about here. Quick-twitched, high-level athlete. Had 20.5 tackles for loss as a junior. Averaged 14.7 points per game in basketball for Class 2A state champion. Gets off the line quickly as an edge rusher or playing as a 5 or 7 technique. Shows burst at the snap and closing speed near the ball carrier. Possesses excellent body control, which shines as a pass-catching tight end. Again, that's where he really shows off his athleticism. Says he has the upper body strength to disengage, understands how to use hands to keep offensive linemen off of him, change the direction a plus given his size, foot quickness, and explosion, also evident on the basketball court. Can chase down plays on the backside, show some ability to stack and shed, but has to continue to work on anchoring when teams run at him. Has to continue to develop in the lower body. Increased lower body flexibility will aid in chance of direction and ability to win leverage battles at the point of attack. Relies heavily on speed and athleticism, so much continue to develop technique and move sets, can play early at a top 20 program. So again, I like that what they're doing is going after athletes, going over after athleticism, and they talk about that raw athletic ability, but you bring them in with a guy like Rodney Garner, the best in the business, the greatest defensive line coach in the country, let him develop these guys, and man, it's really going to start to pick up for this Tennessee defense. It says here that Hobbs picked up offers from at least 24 teams. Home State School, North Carolina, one of the two programs that hosted him on official visits last month, has received all three predictions on 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball. But again, that's irrelevant at this point because the kid's recruitment has blown up, so things start to change. Kind of goes into his rankings there. We already covered that with the 24/7 Sports site. Auburn hosted him on his first official visit the weekend of June 17th, and he took an official to UNC the weekend of June 24th. Also participated in camps at Alabama and Tennessee last month that resulted in the Crimson Tide and Vols extending offers to him, and he now has visited Tennessee at least 4 times since last summer. That was the interesting thing about this because he didn't have an offer from Tennessee, even though he had been on campus 3 times prior to the camp. Has a relationship with Coach Garner. But it wasn't until he was in town, and he just so happened to be here because his sisters were participating in a Lady Vols basketball camp. Because he was in town, he decided to go on over and do the camp. The quote from him, "It was fun, exciting day. It was exciting for them to finally offer me because I've been up there several times. I've been talking to them the longest." So again, that long-standing relationship, but just the timing, the way things work out. The timing that he decided just because he was in town, because his sisters were participating in a Lady Vols basketball camp, he shows up, does the football camp, and gets the offer from Tennessee, and then now he's delayed his decision, so we will see how this plays out. Again, also did the same at Alabama. He camped there. Now, will they pursue him? Will they chase down the big defensive lineman, or is Tennessee going to kind of take the lead in this thing? Says after getting the Vols offer on June 12th, he said they were a contender now in his recruitment, made it clear he was interested in them for multiple reasons. He says it's an SEC school, not too far from me, so everybody can come to watch the games. He also says there, I like the new coaching staff. I like the environment, just the overall environment of the fans, the campus, just everything, little mix of everything. After visiting UNC, this is what he had to say about North Carolina. I really like it. I like the whole campus and the area. I'll still be home. But he said last month that Tennessee coaches have been talking with him a lot, and his sisters were coming up for the women's basketball team camp, so I just came up with him to participate in the Vols camp. Says the Vols remain interested in Daevin Hobbs since he went to one of their camps last year. Said the progress he made during his junior season and continued growth since then have helped him emerge as one of the top prospects from the state of North Carolina. The quote from him says, since the last time I've been up to Tennessee, I think I've grown an inch. I've put on like 20 more pounds. I feel like my junior season was really good. I did good my junior season. That helped a lot. And that, that's the thing. When we talk about recruiting and we talk about it being a long time until we reach early signing day in December, look at Daevin Hobbs. That's a perfect example. Coming through his junior season, Tennessee holding off, not offering, adds on that weight, gets bigger, more physical, grows a little bit. We're talking about high school kids. We've still got a full senior season for these kids in the class of 23. You're going to see a lot of rankings change over the next few months. Evaluations are going to change. We're just now getting back into the grind of things coming out of COVID, when camps were shut down, high school seasons were shut down. The recruiting websites have been off because there was no real evaluation. But now we're kind of getting back into that grind where you can see where kids are at, who's shining. But you're still going to see some changes in the rankings as we move through this high school senior season during the fall of 2022. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Daevin Hobbs, is a good thing that Tennessee, that he pushed off his commitment. I think they're going to be right there in the mix. We'll see what Alabama does. But let me know what you guys think. As always, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Got some new merchandise coming your way soon. Hope to drop it before the season gets fired up. But if not, you can get the Old Faithfuls, the brand new Beat Bama, Beat Georgia, Kentucky's Daddy. It's all there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description below. But again, it's bonfire.com/store/Talkin' youtube.com/store/Talkin Vols. That's going to do it for this one. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Hope to see you in the live stream tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, breaking down Tennessee's SEC Media Day appearance. But this is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.